When was the last time you shopped on Amazon? I'm pretty sure your last cent was worth it. But did you know Jeff Bezos originally wanted another name before it was named Amazon? It's quite surprising, but Jeff Bezos also has secrets that are ready to unveil in this video. Here are some untold truths about Jeff Bezos that you should know. But before that, consider liking the video, click the subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you won't miss any future content from us. Alright then, let's start. Number 1. Bezos' mother gave birth to him when she was a teenager. Jacqueline Geisa Jorgensen, Bezos' mother, gave birth to him in 1964. She was barely 17 years old at that time and was a junior in high school. Her high school administrators warned her that she wouldn't be able to finish her degree there at that moment. She later graduated after being allowed to return under certain circumstances, and later divorced Ted Jorgensen, Jeff Bezos' biological father, after less than a year of marriage. At that time, Jeff Bezos was just a year old. She struggled to tie loose ends as a secretary, and at some point, she didn't have adequate money to buy a phone. Jacqueline enrolled in college classes with lecturers who allowed her to bring her child along. There she met her future husband Mike Bezos, a Cuban immigrant who would stand as a stepfather for Jeff, therefore providing the Bezos in Jeff's last name. Number 2. Bezos was curious about how things work when he was a child. Bezos is said to have thought he was too old to sleep in a cot as a youngster and dismantled it with a screwdriver on his own. Even as a child, Bezos had dreams of becoming an inventor like Thomas Edison, so his mother patiently shuttled him back and forth and back again to a local Radio Shack to buy parts for a succession of gadgets, homemade robots, hovercrafts, a solar-powered cooker, and devices to keep his siblings out of his room. That passion continued to grow throughout Bezos' childhood. By high school, Jeff had turned the family garage into a laboratory for inventing and experimentation. One day, Jackie, his mother, got a call from Jeff's high school saying that he was skipping classes after lunch. When he got home, she asked him where he'd been going in the afternoons. Jeff told her he found a local professor who was letting him experiment with airplane wings and friction and drag. Number 3. Bezos started his first business when he was in high school. Jeff worked for a summer at McDonald's during his junior years, but he hated it. So the next summer, Jeff and his girlfriend decided to put up a summer camp for young kids. They named it the Dream Institute, and charging $600 per kid, the camp got 6 students. Having students from 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, the camp focuses on reading comprehension. Most of the notable books which are used include The Once and the Future King, Stranger in a Strange Land, The Lord of the Rings, Dune, Watership Down, Black Beauty, Gulliver's Travels, Treasure Island, and David Copperfield, along with the plays Our Town and The Matchmaker. Number 4. Bezos once worked on Wall Street. After graduating from Princeton with a degree in computer science and electrical engineering, Bezos went to work for a startup called Fitel as employee number 11. He even turned down job offers from Intel and Bell Labs to join Fitel. Every week, he had to fly between New York and London for his job, which he hated because he thinks it's not the right thing to do for a startup company. Shortly after he quit Fitel, Bezos almost launched a news-by-fax service startup with Halsey Minor, who had later found CNET. Instead, he got a job at the hedge fund D.E. Shaw. He managed to be a senior vice president title in 4 years, but he was soon decided to quit. He later grew interested in the World Wide Web phenomenon and wanted to build a company there. D.E. Shaw himself begged Bezos not to quit, but Bezos couldn't move on to the fact that the internet was growing by 2,400% per year. He decided that it was better to try and fail at a company than to never try at all. He and his wife, Mackenzie Tuttle Bezos, left their comfortable careers and drove across the country to Seattle to start Amazon.com. Number 5. Bezos founded Amazon in his garage. In Seattle, Bezos hired his first employee, Shel Kaplan. They collaborated to create a website based on the massive digital libraries that book wholesalers began to use in the 1980s. Jeff held the majority of his meetings in the local Barnes & Noble, which was a complete irony. Bezos began to express his long-term vision for Amazon at this time. It would begin as a bookstore, but it would soon sell everything. Bezos and Kaplan set up a bell to sound every time Amazon.com made a transaction before the site went online. The bell only rang a few weeks after the site went up, and it was ringing significantly more than anyone imagined. Of course, Amazon's initial public offering IPO in 1997 was a success, but then came the downfall. For a while, analysts dubbed the corporation Amazon Bomb. However, Amazon was able to thrive for two reasons. Users continued to flock to the site in greater numbers, and Bezos never promised stockholders anything other than a long-term strategy. That concludes our video. So what do you think about these untold truths about Jeff Bezos? Do you know any other untold truths not mentioned in this video? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Before leaving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and bell for notifications on our future content. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one.